So in just a short amount of time, Volvo and Polestar, as well as General Motors, are going to have access to the Tesla supercharger network, which will require the use of an adapter, similar to like what I'm holding here. This is the A to Z adapter, and I do need to caution people. YouTuber Crazy Postman recently posted a video about the Lectron Vortex adapter. This is called the A to Z Typhoon adapter. Lectron also makes a similar adapter, and he posted a cautionary warning about a manufacturing defect on that. I'll link it down below in the description. I definitely recommend people going to take a look at that. If you're going to order a Lectron Vortex adapter, make sure that it doesn't have the defect. And it's pretty serious. I think the Crazy Postman was pulling from some content from Branded Flash. I'll link his adapter video down below in the description as well. But there's a lot of electricity flowing through these, so you definitely have to be cautious, and it is something to be wary of. This is the A to Z Typhoon adapter, which will allow, as a third-party adapter, use of the supercharger network on both my Volvo XC40 Recharge and my Cadillac Lyriq. This is a Lectron NACS to J1772 adapter, which will allow access to Tesla destination chargers and also Tesla wall connectors. I have a Tesla wall connector in my garage, which is why I have this one. And I just recently got this because very soon we're going to have access to the Tesla supercharger network. Okay, let's start with the Lectron NACS to J1772 adapter, which will work with these Tesla destination chargers. The NACS connector has been universally adopted across North America, thus the name. And so in a couple of years' time, we won't even need these adapters anymore, which will be nice, but for the time being, we do. And in the Crazy Postman video, what's going on is this latching mechanism appears to be mounted backwards to allow the disengagement of the cable for superchargers without it being unlocked first, which is a problem because you could have a lot of electricity arcing, which is very bad. But let me just show you how this works. First, you push the pin down, you seat it, and now you have a connector going into a J1772 car. Teslas typically ship with the opposite adapter in order to charge at J1772 to NACS. In my case, I needed this because we had a Tesla first, and our garage had one of these wall connectors. And so instead of replacing the whole charger, I just got an adapter. Now, one quirky thing I did find about the Volvo XC40 Recharge and the Lectron NACS to J1772 adapter is when you first connect it, you have to lift up a little bit. Then right there's a little winding noise as a pin engages. As long as you hold it up while the pin engages, then it works fine. And now for the superchargers. This is a to Z Typhoon adapter, which will allow me as a Volvo and General Motors customer access to 27,000 of these supercharger stalls throughout the United States and Canada. I do a weekly update on DC fast charger implementation progress throughout the United States and Canada, and currently they're tracking right around 27,000 of these. It's a major increase in charging accessibility for me as a non-Tesla customer, which can really only be seen as a philanthropic move by Tesla. It's really very telling that they're staying true to their mission of accelerating EV adoption, which is what they say their cause is. The form factor is NACS, which is the same as the Tesla destination charger. That dispenses AC. This dispenses DC electricity, so you don't need the onboard charger. It goes directly DC into the battery. Same form factor, and with the Typhoon adapter, you just stick it in, lock it in place, and then you're ready to go. As long as it's locked, the electricity will flow. If it's unlocked, it stops the electricity and you can disengage. So I'm keeping a weathered eye for any indication that either General Motors or Volvo are going to gain access to the Tesla supercharger. And once they do, I'm going to go shoot a video for each of the respective cars. I already have the storyboard created, so I'm just waiting for the go signal in order to get those created. And Volvo has recently updated their app in order to facilitate charging, which I could only assume is a signal that their transition to supercharger access is imminent. In the Tesla app, the Chevrolet Bolt has appeared as a car that you could select. The word on the street is that General Motors is going to gain access to the Tesla supercharger network without having the plug-in charge active, because the Chevrolet Bolt just flat out doesn't use it, and the Ultium-based cars do not do the ISO 15118 that the Tesla superchargers are using, and the Rivian and the Ford use in order to do plug-in charge. They do the Auto Charge Plus Mac-based authentication, which works with EVgo stations. So I'm not quite sure, but the word on the street is that General Motors will be without plug-in charge. Similarly, my Volvo XC40 Recharge does not work with ISO 15118. I'm not sure if they're going to do an over-the-air update in order to enable that and have plug-in charge working, but I suspect not, because their app similarly has been recently updated, and I think you'll have to do it through either the Volvo app or the Tesla app. So the era of adapters is upon us, and I have my two adapters, the A to Z Typhoon adapter and the Lectron NACS to J1772. This is going to be a part of the EV lifestyle for the next several years until the CCS vehicles are weeded out of the systems and the CCS infrastructure are similarly retrofitted with NACS plugs. So for the next several years, Tesla cars will need adapters, CCS1 cars will need adapters, and luckily, the powers that be decided to allow access to all. So, very exciting times in which we live. I'm super excited that as a non-Tesla owner, I'm soon to have access to more than twice as many DC fast chargers in order to do my road trips with. Very comforting. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you very much for watching.